Hey there everybody, Tyler Parsons, TP Golf Fitness, coming to you today with an extremely helpful tip. One of the things we're going to look at is how the body moves. If we struggle with that, what can we expect in the swing, but more importantly, what can we do to fix it so that, again, not only are we performing better both with the body, but it's showing up out on the course. So the big thing, one of the biggest issues and biggest faults is going to be that early extension. The butt's going to move in closer to the ball on the way down. We see the chest rising, or even in some instances we see almost looks like a turtle shell, I call it, to where that back goes out, the head tries to stay still. This is going to cause a lot of problems for you because we're changing our plane, trying to time it, trying to hit it in the center of the club face. So now we're not controlling the club face. We're not controlling that centerness of the hit. Our path is shifting, so all sorts of issues, right? That's one of the big things that tour players do the best job of, is staying right in through here as they swing. You can see the hips rotating, that spine angle staying the same, staying down through that shot. So it's not a matter of lifting up the head, it's the entire body standing up, changing, moving closer into the ball. So I've got my rod here, and what we're going to do is we want to look at an overhead deep squat, okay? So not anything new for a lot of you, but we want the feet shoulder width apart, the toes pointed forward. We're going to take the bar so that it is straight up over our head. From there, I want you to squat down as low as you can go. Lots of rules on this one. We want to keep the heels on the ground, okay? We want to look and see the direction that the knees are moving. Are they tracing straight out over? Are we favoring one side versus the other? I'm going to be looking at a player's hip hinge. What's that first motion as they go down? They want to immediately fold, or are they sticking that butt out, setting into the heels? We're also going to be looking at our erectors. We're going to be looking up into that T-spine for nice extension, stabilization. We're going to be looking into the shoulders. So a lot of different things here. Any tightness that you may have is really going to show up. And we'll show you from front on as well. So again, as we go down, is it nice and even, or is the player wanting to veer over to one side, okay? So if you struggle and you're failing this test for any reason, look over. I'm going to have a video posted how to correct it. Again, there's a lot of different pieces there. So we have to break down, diagnose which one are we struggling with. But again, go on and look at that video, get started on fixing it. If we're good on this, we're going to go out to the range and we're going to look at what drills we can do to ingrain this in. Because sometimes it's the body, sometimes it's just poor motor skills and we're unaware of what to do or how to do it. But definitely going to help out that golf game. Let's head over to the range. So now we're out on the range, and let's look at how we can mechanically fix this as long as the body segments are there and allow us to do the proper motions. Remember, if the body's not working correctly, we're making this way harder. We need to jump over to that video and correct the movements there first before we can put it into the swing. So what we're looking at doing is making sure that as we're up to the top, that we're allowing this lateral drive and shift of the hip while keeping this upper body back to get there so that we can get the arms down and through and rotate down through that chest. So I'm going to show you from this view as well. Again, a lot of you at home will stand up. As a result, now this hip is closer. We're getting in, we're getting stuck. This is where we'll get that over the top. Change, want to flip, all sorts of bad things. But if we can get to here, shift over with that center of pressure, that clears this hip out of the way, making it a lot easier for us to bring this arm down, externally rotating, keeping that club behind us. And here's the fun part, rotating down with that chest, staying down through the shot. So you can tell that we're going to have to brace and we're going to have to use that core. This isn't a simple overnight fix, but again, a simple little drill that we can do from here. We're over, down, rotating through, making sure that we're keeping all those pieces ingrained down towards the ground, keeping a good posture, going through. After you rehearse that a couple of times, we can again get up to the top, feel it shift down, feel that nice rotation, trying to sweep the grass or even take a divot, definitely going to help out. Something you can do. Get to work on it. Let's improve that golf game.